Hey everyone, it's Mike in Peoria, and this morning I bought an 8-track tape deck. If you're age 55 or up, there's a decent chance you had an 8-track when you were a kid. I know I did. And today, for about 40 bucks, I'm taking a walk down memory lane. Today we have a little bit different kind of video. This morning I scored this sweet 8-track tape deck at our local Peoria flea market. You know, I got back into vinyl about 5 years ago and have bought a new turntable and a lot of records. Most used, but quite a few new. And I've been kind of thinking about maybe getting an 8-track tape deck, and I didn't really want one that connected as a separate to the stereo or a big home stereo unit, because they didn't actually have that great a sound. And I certainly didn't want one for the car. I was thinking of portable, and I ran across this one this morning. It was a very good price. It's in pristine condition. It's a Panasonic. It's a model RQ831A, if that matters to you, and it was built in 1977 when I was a freshman in college. Now, it came with not just that sweet Neil Diamond 8-track, but it came with Liberace, Kenny Rogers, Olivia Newton-John, Barry White, Elvis, and the Doobie Brothers. That's enough to get me started. Not much of them that I really like. I suppose Elvis and the Doobies, and actually a few songs from Neil Diamond's The Jazz Singer. Back in the day, I had an 8-track tape deck in my car. In 1975-76, I had a 67 Mustang, and I had a Sears 8-track tape player that mounted underneath the dash. And I didn't have a lot of tapes, and at the time, my favorite tape in the whole world that I was playing on that 8-track was Bachman-Turner Overdrive's Greatest Hits. It was awesome. Now, for those of you that don't know much about 8-tracks or have never heard of one or see one, it's audio tape. It's about that. It's that size, maybe about the size of 2 decks of cards laid together. There's 4 tracks, so there's a button on top. And what made this thing cool was if you didn't like the song that was playing, you could hit the button and it would jump to the next track. Wouldn't necessarily go to the beginning of a song, but it would take you to 1/4 of the total album. It would at least change what you're listening to. And it would do that 4 times. Now they call it an 8-track because each of those 4 had a stereo track. So, you know, 2 tracks on one piece of music. So 2 stereo tracks on 4 different pieces of the tape was where you got 8. In fact, little known fact, some people called cassettes 4-track because you had 2 tracks forward, 2 stereo tracks forward, and 2, you flipped the side over, and then had another 2 tracks, you know, 1 song with 2 stereo tracks going the other way. So that's it. This is very cool. I don't know how much I'm going to use it or play it, but it's in great condition. And I'm quite sure I'm going to fool around with it. So we'll pop in another tape. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, please subscribe.